the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, on January 15, 1929, a beacon of change emerged, Martin Luther King Jr., a name that has become synonymous with the relentless pursuit of justice and equality. Martin Luther King's indelible impact is celebrated not just during Black Heritage Month, but every day as he transformed America through his unwavering commitment to civil rights. His life and legacy continue to resonate deeply within communities and inspire generations. Driven by an unyielding dedication to his cause, Martin Luther King Jr. was the embodiment of a civil rights leader who galvanized a nation and beyond. His courage to confront the ingrained inequities of American society was evident in every march, every speech, and every call to action. Through his leadership, King moved mountains to create equal rights for all people, regardless of color. One cannot speak of Martin Luther King without mentioning his most iconic moment, the profound "I Have a Dream" speech he delivered on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington. Here, he painted a vision of a future where children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, a future not just for Black Americans, but for all humankind. King's struggle was marked by tremendous personal sacrifice. He faced brutal opposition, arrested, beaten, and ultimately assassinated for standing up for Black Americans. And yet, through his adversity, he taught the values of resilience, courage, and hope. His legacy lies in the thousands of lives he touched, people who now stand a little taller, walk a little prouder, because of his unwavering dedication to justice. Martin Luther King's influence spread like ripples across a pond. Through his work, he inspired cultural pride, economic opportunity, social change, and a generation of activism. He opened doors for Black Americans and helped pave the way for a more inclusive society. Today, his teachings resonate with countless individuals who strive to embody his principles in their own lives. I grew up in the Deep South. I lived through those pivotal times where it was not accepted to make friends with Black people. That changed with the teachings and example of MLK. Because of him, I was able to rise above the stereotypes taught to me and become a good friend and colleague to people of color. Through the television, King's words crossed the barriers of distance and prejudice, reaching into homes and hearts. Families gathered around, inspired by his message that every person deserves respect and a fair chance at life, liberty, and happiness. "The time is always right to do what is right," he often said, challenging individuals to act with integrity and courage. As a trailblazer, King opened doors not just in the realm of civil rights, but in hearts and minds as well. My parents sat me down in front of the television to watch and listen to MLK. This illustrates how his influence trickled down through white families, inspiring parents to teach their children that prejudice was an unacceptable burden of the past. The resonant wisdom of Martin Luther King found fertile ground in the hearts of those ready to embrace change. He inspired parents to inspire their kids not to be prejudiced and to stand up for all people of all colors and creeds. The seeds of this lesson continue to blossom today as individuals instill values of empathy, respect, and equality in future generations. My family is a direct beneficiary of King's teachings. My kids grew up with many friends of color. My daughter married a man of color. My grandparents would not have imagined our integrated family today. With the passage of time, history has not dimmed Martin Luther King's influence. His words remain etched in the annals of justice, with powerful quotes like, "We will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends." They challenge us to be advocates, allies, and voices for the voiceless. Through Martin Luther King's legacy, communities have evolved, shaped by his teachings and the courage to demand more from society. MLK inspired my generation to teach their children to treat all people with respect and equality, forging bridges across racial divides. In the present day, King's impact shines as a guiding light for those committed to justice. Black Heritage Month stands as a testament to his enduring legacy, a celebration of his life and the limitless potential born from his dream. As we honor Martin Luther King Jr., we embrace his message that every step toward justice ripples outward. The enduring words and deeds of Martin Luther King Jr. continue to remind us that though the road to equality is long, its journey brings each soul closer to our shared dream of a fair and just society.